data stands not for normal data that you use in your regular life. Here, data stands for, firstly, D stands for do good. That means here we treat everyone equally with dignity and respect each other's working style and working culture. Next is act was one team. So doesn't matter what your background is or what your product is or what your domain is, you always treat everyone as one team. And over the period of time, we will be always available for each other in whatever might be the situation. Next comes the thing customer first. Here we really are very customer oriented. We always try our best to give our customers best experience and gain the best satisfaction from our customer. Next is aspire, innovate. So here at Informatica, we get ample of scope and opportunities to showcase our innovation in case we are really curious about any such technology or any such product. We are given ample scope to express our opinion and develop anything if we want to. So yeah, moving on to the next slide. It displays our Glassdoor rating that is available online. Here you can see we have a very high Glassdoor rating that is of about 4.3. Being an employee at Informatica and referring to all the reviews that are available online, I can definitely assure you Informatica provides with one of the best work culture. And here, obviously, you can refer to us anytime online. Moving on to the next slide. Before going to our topic, let us first share our experience that we have gained and how the entire journey has been here at Informatica. So I still remember the time that I was hired as an intern. As I told you, I was hired as an intern in 2020. I hope you all guys remember what 2020 was all about. My hiring process was completely virtual. The interview process took around from 3 to 4 days, and over that time, I was tested on various courses that we have learned during our college days, right? Be data structures or operating systems, multi-threading, etc. Once I was hired as an intern in August 2020, my entire onboarding was also virtual. So someone like me was really interested to go to office and see how people see how corporate it's all about. It was a new experience, definitely, but I won't say it was bad. It was very good and very smooth process. Even though everything was virtual here, everyone was available just a ping away. No matter what my doubt was, what help I needed, everyone here is so friendly. There is nothing like someone is my senior. I should think before reaching out to them. It was all very good. Then after completion of my 1 year internship, I was given full-time offer. I have joined, I have started coming to office since last year, July. And it was really great finally getting to meet the people whom I just recognized by their voices. After coming to office and being converted into FTE, I have been working as an associate engineer in the product specialist team. So product specialist team here refers to we provide advanced support on the products that we have. Suppose there is some critical issues, we would be helping on that with some higher debugging and analytics skills. Here we also develop various tools and some other scripts so that we can help in ease the process. So over to Divya to explain her experiences here.
So far, my internship journey has been an exciting and transformative experience. In the beginning, I had to go through 8 offline rounds of interview in order to get into Informatica. They almost cover curriculum subject in those interviews. There was obviously a sense of relief when I got placed. I remember my first day. It was a very new place, new company, so many new faces for me. I was a bit overwhelmed, but everybody in the company is so friendly and helpful that they helped me to settle well. As Archana already mentioned that how peers of this company are. So, in short, my Informatica journey till now has been great just because the peers here are great and helpful. So, Archana, over to you.
So thank you, Divya. Now moving on to our actual topic, campus to corporate. So now you all would be wondering what is this campus to corporate? What is this topic all about? Now that you guys are in your second year, it is one of the crucial time wherein you can actually shape your future. Within, I guess, towards your second year end or third year starting, companies would be visiting your campus for recruitment. So now it is very important that you try to practice the most and develop the proper skills to land into a dream job. Uh, so now that I have been telling so much about our topic, I was like transition to campus to corporate, transitioning from campus to corporate. You guys might be wondering, what is this transition all about, right? Like you normally you went to school, now you went to college. Then similarly, you will be going to office. So what is the big difference? So let me explain you what is the difference between campus life and corporate life. So normally, when I have been through that stage, right, I know in our campus days, it would be like class starts at 8. Okay, let's wake up around 7:45 and we manage to go to the class, right? It doesn't matter whatever the presentation is or not. Next is, suppose there is some assignment submission. Then you'd be like, अरे यार क्या assignment तो हुआ नहीं है, क्या करेंगे, चलो आज bunk कर लेते हैं. It is the normal thinking of us during those college days, right? But here in corporate, it is very important that you maintain the deadlines and you are presentable at every time. Like you have to be time bound. Whatever the time is, you need to stick to it. And also like if there is some deadlines that you want to meet, then it is very important that you have to maintain that. Campus में it is mostly like अगर कुछ assignment नहीं हुआ कोई नहीं, we will just do some please to sir and what by next day we will do something. But corporate में you have to be very particular at what you do and you have to be perfect in everything, because here it is not just your job but everything related to company is also at stake, right? Moving on to the next slide. Here, what are the strategies that you can understand or you can follow for a smooth transition from campus to corporate? So first is the right attitude. You should always have the right attitude and you should face every situation with optimism. Like no matter how stressful the situation is or what are the difficult problems that might come your way, you should be always prepared enough to handle every situation. Next is, hello, am I audible?
Yes, Archana. Yes, you are.
Yeah,
yes.
Okay. Okay. So moving on to next, we should always keep our expectation low. Normally, what we say, always dream big. Now you'd be thinking, then why to keep the expectation low if we're supposed to dream so big? So I would say dream big and work very hard to fulfill that. But always keep your expectation low and be prepared for the adverse situations. Next is impression. It is commonly believed that first impression matters a lot. But here I'll say in corporate, each and every impression matters. It is just not you, but there are many people in the corporate. So what's important for you is to stand out. So try to make the best and try to be the perfect in whatever you do so that you can have a very good impression because of your work. Next comes professionalism. Try to maintain all deadlines that are coming on your way. Try to be perfect at your work and display proper professional skills. That is respecting your co-workers, helping at the time of need. So these are basically your professional skills that you need to take care. So Divya, over to you.
Yeah. So stress balance. It is the most important thing that you have to deal with, right? So if one wants to survive in the corporate world, he should be able to maintain the work-life balance first. So there are certain ways where you can manage the time. Like first is daily planner. Like buy a planner, make a rough plan on what is the goal for a day, what topics you have covered, and how much you have yet to complete. The second is the note making, obviously. So plan your notes properly. The things that you tend to forget, make a note of it. The third is doubt clearing. Always feel frank to clear your doubts, no matter how silly you might think it is. Always try to clarify your thoughts. It will not only reflect your understanding, but people will also know that you're curious to learn more, right? So the last one is feedback. Feedback are the most integral part. So feedbacks are important to you to keep you motivated and drive you to do more work. Always take the feedback from your seniors on the work you do. This will have a great impact on your attitude of learning things. Okay, so next slide. Heads up on what to expect. So what to expect is here you will get a lot of opportunity to learn and upskill yourself. So one advice I would like to give you guys is always have a practical implementation of knowledge. Even if you're learning a small thing, you should have the ability to implement it practically, because it will give you more benefit. Someone has opened his mic, I guess.
Yeah. Let me mute it. You carry on, please.
Okay. So try to implement it practically, because it will give you a better understanding of the things that you will learn. Okay, so now Archana will launch a poll. You guys have to fill that poll. You have to specify the roles or the fields you are interested in. So Archana, please launch the poll.
Rajkumar, is there any issue? Actually, I'm unable to launch the poll.
No, I made you as a co-host.
Actually, I couldn't see the option.
Are you facing any issue?
Yeah, I can't see the option to launch the poll actually. No problem. So guys, can you just message in the group? We have the chat, right? You can use the chat box to let us know what are your career preferences. Like, if given the chance, what all you like to choose as a career field, whether it would be testing, QA, development, customer support, analyst. So guys, please feel free to use the chat box. Sorry, we're unable to launch the poll, but please feel free to use the chat box and let us know what all you are planning. We'll just give you some 4 or 5 minutes so that you can put on your opinions.
Oh, backend developer.
Okay, good. We are getting a good amount of response.
Yeah. Java developer.
More minutes, guys, please respond. Okay, so I guess we will end this activity here. Thank you so much, people, for all your responses. It is really good to see that you are all very well prepared and you have clarity that what is actually your aim. So over to Divya again.
So guys, no matter what you see on
Divya, you're talking on mute.
Yeah, your voice is a bit low. Just look at the volume and the microphone.
Yeah. Now is it audible?
Yes, Divya.
Yes, we can hear you better.
So, yeah. So, no matter what roles you're aspiring for, here we will be covering the basic technical skills that will be important everywhere. So, as a computer science fresher, you should have a strong foundation in basic CSE concepts and programming language. See, I would prefer to tell you that you should be having a grasp on one programming languages, like at least one programming language. Either it is Java, Python, C++, whatever you are choosing. You must have a good understanding of it. The second is obviously the data structures and algorithms. Everything starts with the data structure and algorithm. Okay. So the data structures that you need to cover and important are arrays, linked lists, trees, graphs. Then the third is DBMS, operating system. And finally, object-oriented programming. You need to have a grip on the 5 principles of OOPS and have a thorough understanding of it. So, yeah, over to Archana.
Okay, now just let's cover what are the challenges that you can expect when converting into your corporate life. So first is time management. As I said, sometimes in college or in campus, we got a bit lenient on time. Like if there is any assignment, even if there is some issue or there was some urgent work you couldn't complete. But in corporate, there are no excuses. Here time is everything. So you have to always abide by the deadlines. Next is work culture, like how you will be dealing with the people who work here and how you are supposed to behave in certain situations and what all things you need to do. So this basically cover your work culture, how you need to display yourself. Next is deadlines. As I already told, you have to be very particular about these deadlines because it is very crucial here. Next is team player. No matter what you do or what your work has been, you have to be, you have to ensure that you are acting as one team. Doesn't matter I work more, the other person work less, everyone is equal. So you have to ensure that you are working in a team and not individually. Next is upskilling. So you have to make sure that you have been, you need to, that you are updated with the recent technologies and you're upskilling yourself with recent times. Because in the technical field, obviously, we get more and more better. We get better technologies and better ways of handling things. It all depends on your innovation. So always make sure that you are upskilling yourself. Next is here, I would like to give you some tips for this transition. Always try to be punctual and focus on your goals. Punctual in the sense, always be prepared. No matter you are given some 1 minute time or some 10 hours time, you have to be prepared and you need to face every situation properly. Next is observer. Try to observe each and every minute details what you go through, because it is very crucial that in whatever work you are given, you need to fulfill all the expectation. That will help you to stand out in the crowd and mark an impression. Next is professional ethics. Always be focused and emotionally stable. So why is it important? Because there might be many stressful situations, both in professional as well as in your personal life, but you should not let that hamper your working. Next is involvement. You should be always make yourself involved in all the company related or work related updates. Being at a fresher level, you should always be available to learn. Whatever might come on your way, you should try to grasp everything that is available and upskill yourself. Next is confidence. Confidence plays a very major role in this sector. Like whatever you might do, you should be confident enough. You should always put forward your opinions and in a very confident way, because this will only show how much curious and how much you are interested in knowing the things. No matter what, no matter how you feel about your opinion, you might think in your brain that it is very absurd or silly, but doesn't matter. You should always put forward your opinions. That would be all that would be covering for this discussion. Please feel free to let us know if you have any questions. I would be stopping the share here and we can have a friendly discussion. So please let us know if you have any questions. You can just unmute yourself or ping us in the chat. We'll be answering all. Hello, people. Are you able to hear us? Yes, no, anything?
You guys can question anything to us. Like we'll answer you guys.
Anything about campuses or
anything about the campus. Yeah.
Okay, we have started getting questions. First is what will be our job role after we get hired? So if you're talking about Informatica, basically Informatica visits ITR for product specialist team. Here in product specialist team, we basically help in debugging issues. Like we mostly give advanced supporting to customers. Like if there are any problem or any critical issues that customer is facing and support engineers are unable to help them with that. So we will be helping the support engineers in addressing that issue, and we will be giving them some additional debug tools or developing some other products or tools or feature development, and we'll be helping them in that way. So that is the job role. Okay. Is there an internship program? So Informatica visits the campus for 1 year internship. So it will be visiting the campus during the starting of the campuses. Like it is one of the first few companies that visit your campus. So it will be maybe around August. Like for us, it was around August or July that Informatica came, and it since we were in third year at that time, it gave us a 1 year internship program. Okay. What are the DSA? What are the other technical skills that we should learn, which will help us later? So for this question, I would say from my experience, I would say data structure and algorithms is very basic. Like no matter what language you choose or whatever things you might aspire to go in, algorithms are very important for you. So once you are sure on this part, then no matter what the languages or what the code is, you can understand it pretty well. Other than data structure and algorithms, you can go for OS, operating system understanding, or multi-threading. And also, as Divya also mentioned during the slide, so you can focus on any of the languages in which you are strong or confident enough, be it C or Java, and you can try to excel in that. So it is completely specific onto whatever role you are aspiring to be in. But make sure your basics are clear on that. Okay, next is what key aspects do you look in for a fresher during an interview? So during the interview process, you will be questioned on various topics that you went through during your curriculum, be it normal Java or data structures. So you don't need to worry like what actually exactly we are looking enough. If you have the proper skills, don't worry, you'll land up in a very good job. So it is not nothing specific. You just have to be clear on whatever basics you are learning, and I think that will solve your problem. Okay, next question is I code in C++ but got strong knowledge of OOPS in Java. Should I choose to switch in OOPS or C++? Okay. So for this question, I'd be like, okay, you code in C++, you have good knowledge in OOPS. So why to switch? Choose both. What is the problem? It's always two is better than one, right? So just go for both. Why to switch? What type of project can we have in our CV for this job role? For projects, I would say it doesn't really matter. Anyway, in your third or fourth year, you would be also doing many projects, right? So you can just keep the project. Doesn't matter what your project is. The only thing that matters is you are so clear. You are very clear on what the project is all about, and whatever you have done, be it any kind of coding that you did project or what aspects your project is fulfilling. You just make sure that you are understanding each and every bit of your project. And doesn't matter be it any simple project or very complicated, that doesn't matter. Okay.
I want to answer one question which was previously asked. Like, I have a better knowledge of OOPS concept in Java, but I know C++, right? This was a question. So basic concepts are same. Whether it is Java or C++, the concepts are same, right? So there is no point of saying like we are doing Java, but we have done the OOPS concept in C++. No, the concept is same, whether it is Java or C++. So either ways, you can answer the question, right?
Okay, next question is, what kind of project we should make to impress our interviewers? You don't need to impress your interviewers. You just need to make them show what a person you are and what you are capable of. Impression, it matters, but projects don't define who the person you are. It just defines your understanding and level of work you have done. So you can just do any kind of project that you are aware of. It doesn't matter if anything specific or anything critical, as I've already told you. You can choose any project, but make sure that that you are understanding each and every part of that particular project. That is very important, that your basic knowledge is clear on that.
Yeah, Archana, thanks for addressing all the questions. So by considering the time, okay, so we can have the last two questions if there is anything. You can either ping or come on a video and raise a question. So
Okay, so next question that I got is, how is the work culture and environment in Informatica? So here
you can share
at
it. You know it better.
Yeah, definitely. So here at Informatica, I assure you, we provide the best working culture. Like, in fact, in our reviews also, you can read it online. Be it any kind of festival, whether it is Holi, Independence Day, Onam, we celebrate everything in a very unique and a very grand way. Apart from the celebrations, when talking about the work culture, be it any superior person, any senior person that you need help of, or you're stuck at some place, you can reach out to anyone and at any time. Like it doesn't matter if the person is available, they will respond to you and help you. So work culture is definitely one of the best, and it is very thrilling to work here, and we are almost enjoying every bit of it.
And most importantly, we don't have any hierarchy. Okay, so you can directly connect with your super boss, director of the business. Okay, so one more question: in which states of India Informatica offices are located? So as we said, in India we have our office in 3 major cities: Bangalore, Chennai, and Hyderabad. 80% of our workforce are in Bangalore, and 10% in Chennai, and 10% in Hyderabad. Okay, so majority of our workforce is based out of Bangalore. In Bangalore itself, we have 2 offices in Bagmani Tech Park. When the recruitment process will begin? So you're asking for 2024, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Yes. So we are done with 2023 hiring. So we just need to wait for some confirmation. And usually we will start post May or June is what we start visiting the campuses. Okay. So SOA Bhubaneswar is one of our key campus. Every year we are hiring right set of talents from your campus, and there is an extensive support from your placement team as well, like Ripti sir and Abdul sir, who helped us a lot, and even this session as well. Okay, not only on the placement process, even getting this session done also. I had interacted with them only once during last week. They said it can be done, even it is later in the evening, it can be done, sir. Our students will be there. So that's the kind of support that we are getting from your campus. Okay, and consistently we are hiring the right set of talents to your campus. Okay, so if you are looking forward to visit your campus as soon as possible, post me. Okay, guys, any other question? Okay, I think we are on time. Once again, I would like to thank Ripti sir and the placement team, and thanks for all your patience. Okay, what type of role and work full stack web developers should expect? Yeah, so we have a multiple team. So as I said, Archana and Divya, they are from a different team. We have a separate R&D team. Okay, so the team is into a multiple project. Okay, so we are not only hiring candidates only for our GCS. We have R&D, IT, and IPS. So these are the major business divisions that we work on. Okay, so depends upon the skill sets and depends upon the team's expectation, we'll identify the candidate. As I said, we are not a mass hirers, but based upon the team's requirement, we'll identify the right set of development profile from the campuses. So role would be common. Role would be common, like R&D. If you say role would be either internship or post your internship, it would be an associate software engineer. Okay, so across the team, the role for the fresher remains the same, associate software engineer.
Yeah, Archana, you were saying something?
No, I guess Rajkumar covered it well. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Yeah, any more questions? Sorry.
I guess we can wrap up.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining the session. I would have really appreciated if you guys could have come like on voice or on video and have a good chit chat with us. But anyhow, it was great. At least you made some move in the chat, so that was great. And you have been a very good audience. Thank you so much, guys.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah,
yes,
Ishman, yes.
Sorry, I couldn't turn on my camera. I had some network problem.
Anyhow, we can see you now. So,
you guys. Thank you. It was my privilege to propose a vote of thanks for this session. First and foremost, I would like to thank you guys and of course Informatica for organizing this tech talk. This has given the students a solid idea of like, what all technical skills and knowledge we need to have before the placement season starts. And also, I would like to thank my dearest seniors, Divyadi and Archunadi, for their efforts during this interaction. And hopefully, we'll be prepared before the recruitment process. Would like to see you guys soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Aishman.
Thanks, Aishman.
Thank you,
Looking forward.
Aishman.
I've seen your register number as well. Let's see during the placement.
Let's see, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Looking forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.